Hey everyone, I am streaming. Unexpected stream. I was just watching 1Bit Squared's Twitch stream while I was working, and then I thought I would jump on after. So I'm just going to tweet out and do messages. Hey everyone, I'm live streaming. Hey Aaron, go to sleep Aaron, you're up too late. I'm live streaming on my second channel. Why do I talk out loud when I'm typing? I don't know. Come and join in. Okay, send it now to everyone. Yes. Cool. And I'm going to just quickly tweet as well. Hashtag live streaming on my second channel. Working on my Nano S3. Hey Alex. Sorry, I'm just getting this housekeeping bit done. I can't tweet or message about the stream until the stream is live because it's not a scheduled stream. So I don't have a link in advance. So I just need to do this just quickly. Where did I put the thumbnail? There it is. Coolies and tweeted, it's off. Hey Michael, what's up? Okay, I also haven't started up. I just realized my I need to set up the chat, the logo chat thing. Yep. Not that anyone's going to play with the logo, but you never know. Save and start that, except I bet you, do I have? I do. I still have MQTT running. Surprise, surprise. Okay, I think we are good. There we go. And Mr. England! Hello, Christopher. Yeah, it works. You can do that, that's fine. I don't mind. Okay, so back to that screen and back to, nope, don't need that. And don't need that. Hey Alan, hey Kuka. Okay, so I have, oh my god, I'm doing something a little bit crazy. So my Nano S3, which for those that are aware of my product range is going to be an S3 version of my Tiny Pico Nano. And I wanted it to be I wanted to see if I could make a drop-in replacement. The Nano itself is a little bit popular. I mean, it's not, not as popular as the Tiny Pico, but, not everyone needs a module to go on a board. But, hey, Austin's Creations. But there are a lot of people that use them, and I need a going forward path because at some point I'm not going to be able to make, I'm not going to want to make Nanos, Tiny Pico Nanos anymore. Hey Mike, I can't get serial UART chips at the moment, and I don't want to redesign the board to use a different chip. And the fact is the S3 as a chip is superseded the original ESP32, so when I run out of Pico D4s, I also don't want to be buying more of those either. But I have people who are using Nanos on their project, so I wanted to see if I could squeeze my S3 design, which is a very different design, into the Nano. Anything we need now is for Sam to turn off the command, so what, so the logo stays that way? No, well, if someone Keen, go to sleep. Go to sleep, Keen. Keen hasn't been to sleep yet since yesterday. You can always change the logo back, that's fine. I'm not going to turn the command off, but yep. So I wanted to see if I could squeeze it in. And so I've been working on that since yesterday. And now I've got myself in a bit of a rabbit hole. Not a rabbit hole. I've dug myself a hole because I just wanted to see if I could squeeze it in as an experiment. But then looks like I might have squeezed it in. Hey, Quixotic Geek. And have actually started working on it, but didn't do it in a proper project. So like I don't have schematic for stuff, and like it's a mess. You'll see. But KiCad can go both ways with schematic, like board to schematic and schematic to board. So I'm hoping I could rebuild and get everything right. Anyway, the point is, I've had to go 0201 or hybrid of 0201 and 0402 to be able to squeeze this in. And I don't even know if I can route it yet. It's not routed. And it's got some really severe limitations, self-imposed limitations, which I'm going to go through in a moment, because I want to fit an RF can on it, so the boards can be certified, whether by me or by people using them. And to put an RF can on it, I lose like 20% to 30% of the board space of where I can put parts. Neoden is going to be scared, because they say, even though this machine can do 0201, and they've got examples of doing 0201, I've got 0201 nozzles and everything else, I don't think Neoden are going to want to help me out with this, but we'll see. Anyway, so I'm going to show you what I've got so far, and talk to you about the limitations. And this is still a hybrid of my Tiny Pico Nano and my Tiny S3. So like all the pin numbers aren't set up right, they're all wrong and everything else, and I haven't even routed those out yet. 0201 and a can, yeah, it's going to be an interesting, and I don't even know if I'm going to make these. But I want to see if I can fit them in. Yeah, you couldn't ever do it on Charm High. No, there isn't a Charm High that can do 0201. But anyway, hello, Christos. So, this is what the board looks like at the moment. And I'll talk about what the limitations are. Actually, didn't mean to turn all those back on before. You can all turn off. Okay, so let's get rid of the courtyards. Okay, I want to see if I can. Yes, no pun intended. Can. So you can see the outline of the Nano. Maybe you can't, because that's a bit. I may probably make these a bit too thin. But you can. Here's the outline of the Nano. These are castellated pads. So let's just turn those off as well. And normally with my Nano, the parts can go fairly close to the pads. That pun was 100% intended. Of course it was. Of course it was, Mike. But I can't do that. I need clearance for a can. So what I've got on here, and this is all guesswork at the moment. This outline here, this box, the white line that I'm highlighting, that is the outside edge of the can, or maybe the center line of the can. Do the cans come in specific sizes? They do, but I'm going to need a custom can. Hello, Richard. Not really here, just listening. That's cool. This is 4-layer board. Don't know if it's routable yet. We'll get there. So this is where the can's going to sit, and the can is going to need pads to actually solder it down. So I'm going to need to put, for instance, if I just do this on, I'll do it on user 4, it's going to need, we'll talk about the can types in a moment, right? I'll do it down here. It's going to need pads like there, and just, whoops, it was a bit wide. Let's move that down. It's going to need some pretty thick pads to solder it on, right? Now this is the normal PSRAM. I'll get to all of that in a sec. let me talk about the challenge first. Okay, the challenge is that I need to get a can on, and it's going to need. We'll forget about the fact that there's a fiducial there, right? It's going to need at the least. It's going to need 4 corners like this to be able to solder it down. But it's going to need more than that. It's going to need probably at least another one here. 1, if not 2. Let's call it just 2 for now. Right, over here. And it's going to need over here, right? It's going to need that clearance for the can. And then what I need is I need clearance to the parts. And I don't know how much clearance I need, but the clearance to the parts are going to be about making sure there are no shorts and stuff, right? So this looks like there's a really big gap here. The blue line is my self-imposed clearance. Yeah? So I can't have any parts outside there. Now, the purpose of a can, just like on a normal module, if I can find a module somewhere. Oh, so I cleaned up my desk and now I don't have any of the boards here that have a module on it. Come on. Do I not have a board anywhere? Bear with me 1 second. No, none of those have got. Yes, they do. Okay, good. Actually, this is a really good thing to show. This is with and without a can. I'm going to say the A word. Sorry. Alexa, turn on fire. I had a mess here. And yes, my DSLR is working again for a bit. I don't know why, but okay, so these 2 boards are with and without the can, an RF shield, right? So the RF shield is pretty much compulsory for FCC. Hey Paul, projects. But basically what it does is it covers the components and shields your intentional radiator from radiating out and also being affected by radiation coming in. It limits the radiation going out, and so it's to help not only pass certification but also to make your parts not affect other things, right? And it's basically a metal can. There's all different types, like nickel silver type. You can get all sorts of different things, and you can see here the pads where this one is soldered down. These are slightly different boards, but where it's soldered down to, right? And then you need clearance from there because you don't want the parts to touch. Should get the can layered with your signature, starter signature range. Well, you've got to get the can like lasered or etched or stamped with all of the required information, right? You can see maybe a little bit here. There's a whole bunch of stuff that has to go on there. You know, whether I sign it or not, that's beside the point. So a module might pass certification without a can, but the FCC basically say, you know, you need to put a can on it. CE, you don't have to. So I need to have room for a can. Now, this is my current Nano, and as you can see, there is no room to stick a can on it, and this is already packed in really tight, right? So I got to decide, can I take the contents of a, do I have a tiny S3 sitting around? Yep. Which one's this? Revision, oh, it's a P4. That's my board. I need to get all the parts from this, except for the buttons and the USB connector. Go on, focus. And they need to fit in here and have clearance for a can. How's that for a challenge? I can't zoom in any more than that. Sorry, that's as close as I can get. So, big challenge, right? Now, there are some parts on the Nano, Tiny Pico Nano that come off, like the serial UART and this twin NPN transistor, but there are extra parts on the S3 boards, like an external crystal and lots more passives that need to be on. If you look at the number of passives around the outside compared to here, so built-in USB helps a lot. It does, but there's still a bit of a squeeze. So I'm losing not only do I have to fit all of it in here, but I lose 20 to 25% of my usable space because of the requirement for the can. So I don't know if I can squeeze this in. It's still an unknown. Still an unknown, but I am trying. I am been working on it, and I've had to make a few compromises on it so far. But like if you look at my distance between the can and the antenna, okay, let's go back a step. So it looks like there's a really big gap between the components and my can, but there isn't, because this distance is, if I go to just fab, 0.9 of a millimeter. Okay? I'm only giving myself 0.9 of 1 millimeter clearance. I mean, you could make a version with an external antenna socket. No. Well, a version with external antenna socket's kind of irrelevant to this. There's other difficulties on putting a UFL connector on. I'm happy to talk about that after. Ask me again, Quixotic Geek. But so if I turn everything back on, just show all layers, whatever. I really don't have a lot of room. As you can see, I've got components sitting right on the boundary of my blue line, which means I've really only got like 0.9 or 0.8 millimeters, 0.8 of a millimeter to the can, and I don't even know how thick the can's going to be yet. And this line right now is, I was working over here, and now my window is going to not be in the right spot. Sorry. This line is only 0.1 of a millimeter. Like, I don't know how thick the can's going to be, but it's most likely going to be at least 0.5 of a millimeter. Look how thick that is now. And all of a sudden, I've got now maybe 0.5 of a millimeter to the edge. It's a huge challenge. And you know me, I like a challenge. So what I've had to do is, I've had to move some parts to 0201, but working through some data sheets with Keen yesterday, I can't move all the parts I wanted to move to 0201. Like some of the caps, especially the 1 microfarad caps, is a challenge. I'd have to either go to a much larger cap, like a 2.2 or higher. So the problem with cap is the smaller the package, the less capacitance you get over a voltage range. And I didn't realize how bad it was, but like a 1 microfarad, the 1 microfarad 0201 caps I've got at 3.3 volts, I already lose 50 to 60% of the capacitance. So it automatically drops from 1 microfarad down to 500 or 400 nanofarads just at 3.3 volts because of the package size, right? The same cap as an 0402, I lose only like 30%. So I go down to like 700 nanofarads. So I'm trying to avoid going down to 0201 for all of the caps. What about resistor or cap arrays if routing isn't an issue? Well, resistor arrays won't help me because I don't have enough resistors of the same values or at all close enough to benefit doing that. Like resistors, I can go 0201, not a problem. Maybe I missed it, but why you sit on this particular small form factor is making it slightly bigger a no-go. If I make it slightly bigger, it's not compatible with my Tiny Pico. It's not a drop-in replacement. So all the people who are using my current Tiny Pico Nano won't have an upgrade path. So I want it to be the same. I want it to be the replacement, the upgrade for my Tiny Pico Nano. Multiple components may allow you to slot them in and around larger ones. Yeah, arrays won't help me. I don't have anything that's in places that are arrayable. And then I've also got the limitations where I need caps really close to the QFN, but I don't have any room. Like look at the QFN and look how much space I've got on each side. As it is, I've had to go down in size on the crystal, and look where I've put the crystal. Like it's like nowhere near where it's supposed to be. Hey David, no eating components. So some are 0201, like here, for instance, that's a 0402 1 microfarad cap. That's an 0201 100k resistor. So I've got a couple, not all my resistors yet. The other thing is, going all 0201 means I have to then buy a lot more parts and load up a lot more feeders. So I'm trying to use as much as possible. So PSRAM is very hard. Like not many people make PSRAM, and so I can get smaller PSRAM, but the price of the PSRAM is 5 to 6 times more expensive. So, you know, I want to squeeze in, and I've got stacks of PSRAM already. So now my other option is so this is using the same chip as the Tiny S3, so it's got 8 megabytes of flash inside, and then here's the 8 megabytes of PSRAM. My other option is I can get an S3 chip with 4 megabytes of flash and 2 megabytes of PSRAM inside the die, so I don't need external PSRAM. But then the Nano S3 will have lower specs than the Tiny Pico Nano, and I don't want to do that either. Like, this should be an upgrade path, not a downgrade path. Those crystal traces worry you? Yeah, they worry me as well. What I'm going to have to do, and I don't know how I'm going to squeeze it in, it really depends on routing, but I'm going to have to, like, put that over here. Oops. No. And I'm going to most likely have to stick some, or at least one, inline resistor on the crystal. I mean, they're the wrong pads right now, to be able to stick it in line in case I've got harmonics problems. What's the SOT 2305? That's the battery PMIC, and you can't really get smaller ones. Well, you can't get anything at the moment because of silicon shortage. Second neodymium, Mike, I've missed something. I don't have a second neodymium. Yeah, that's a 40 megahertz. Hey Chris, it's a 40 megahertz crystal. It's really not great, but it's a very small distance. It looks massive here. But, you know, we're talking about, yeah, it's still pretty far. We're talking about like 9 millimeters. Hey, Wagon Loads. Yeah, I'm going to need 2 lines at some point. I'm also going to need a different place to be working from. So that's, yeah. There is no physical way at all to get a crystal any closer. Like, impossible. Like, I might be able to get it 0.5 millimeter closer. Rotate 90 degrees rotate what 90 degrees clockwise? Rotate the S3 chip? I can't, because then I can't get to the antenna. NLA is here. I'm already doing some dodgies on my matching network. Yeah, I can't, Chris, because then I can't get to the antenna. I can't get the antenna out, and I don't have enough room for all the passives I need on the side. So, yeah. Crystal and a flex PCB floating above. Yeah, no. So the bottom line is, if I can't get this working, or if it's not going to be certifiable, then it just doesn't go anywhere, right? But I need to find out if I can do it, if I can squeeze it in or not. So I can't go 45 degrees on the micro like I did on the Tiny Pico Nano, because I'm outside the bounds of my clearance space for the can. And this is tight. Like, this is really tight. Like, I don't even know if this is routable yet. Rotate 9 degrees other way. I can't, because I can't. What do you mean? The crystal has to be covered. Chris, I can't have the crystal sitting out here, and then I'll have to do something crazy. I'll have to make the can come out here to cover the crystal. It won't fit. I can't get the S3 any further to the left. There's no rearrangement of this where I can get it any further to the left. Oh, I really butchered some of this up when I was moving things around. Move the chip over slightly and reverse the antenna to pull it off the top edge. I can't move the chip over. No, there isn't necessarily a smaller package. Yeah. I've got no room to move the chip over. Look what I'm doing. Look how close I am. There's no room. The 4x bottom left corner of the S3, can they go under? No, they can't go under because it's a module. It gets soldered to a board. It's a module. Can't be components on the bottom. Does the battery charger? It can't be outside the can because I don't have clearance. And there's no room to stick the battery charger outside. I've only got this much space here. I've got I've got 0.6 of a millimeter. I could move it and it'd be touching the can, and it can't be any closer to the pads. And so to put the can back and put that outside, I lose space. I don't gain space. I have modules that have parts on the bottom, just require a cutout on the PCB. Yeah, I can't do that. It's got to be drop-in compatible. Can the crystal sit next to the antenna? It's got to be covered. You can't get QFN PSRAM. Wires under the chip, not component. What? The 4x... Oh, wires are at bottom left. What for? The wires, they're not done yet. Okay, it's not routed yet. Don't worry about routing. You're talking about these ones here. It doesn't matter if I have them there or not. And no, I can't get them inside. Right? This is not routed yet. Right? But either way, what am I going to save? I'm going to move the crystal over. I'm going to save 0.5 millimeter in distance. It doesn't matter at the moment. The battery chip. The battery chip can't go all the way over there. I can't route to it. VBAT pin is here. VBus and everything is here. The charge circuitry, there's no 5 volts on this side of the board, and I can't get 5 volts. I'd have to get 5 volts over and the VBAT over, as well as the 3.3 volts. Yeah, I'd have to route all the way down and all the way back in. There's no room. So as I said, the board's not routed yet, but trust me, there is no room. I don't even think I can route this, and even if I do route it, I don't think I'm going to have enough ground return path. Anyway, this is the design I'm sticking with, folks, because there isn't any other options right now. I need to see if I can route this first and see how much clearance I get. But yeah, I can't move the battery. It's not just the battery, it's the battery and a cap and a resistor. It's these things here, and I can't get VBus over there. Hey, Citizen Blank. And you know how hard it is to find 0201 LEDs? Mauser stock 3. That's it. If those 4 wires aren't there, you get about 2 millimeter. 2 millimeters? What? I don't think you can measure very well. If I almost make that cap touch the QFN, which means I can't rework it, that's 1 millimeter. So yeah, that doesn't help me. Yeah. So you're talking more like 0.1 0.5 of a millimeter is all I'm going to gain there. It doesn't help me. Yeah. Now, putting a UFL connector on, I absolutely despise boards that have a solderable, movable resistor to select between UFL and onboard antenna. I hate it. I think it's a terrible design. And so I would have to put, yeah, it looks massive on here, but it's actually, hang on a second. To give it context, I'll shrink it down to the physical size of a Nano. Okay, there you go. That's the size of a Nano. Does that give you context? I mean, obviously it's small on your screen, but for me, physically, that is the size of my Nano. That's the space I'm talking about. So the only way I would consider putting a UFL connector on is to also stick a digital RF switch. So the user via a UI, by an IO, can switch between the two. But that's going to add cost and 3 components, or 2 components, maybe 3, that I don't have any space for. Won't pass FCO modular approval, as people can change the antenna. Well, it can pass. It can. You specify what your tests are for, and you provide an antenna with it. And then if someone puts something else on it, that's on them. Like, I get to specify what it's tested against. Twistor and the diode are relatively large. Can you get smaller? The transistor and the diode are relatively large. That's a SOT 723. And that diode is a SOD 523. Relatively large. Really? That's an 0603 cap. Look at the size of the transistor and the diode. They're not relatively large. This thing has to be manufacturable, folks. I need to be able to make these. Just make it easier to solder on a coax and cut the antenna connector. No, the user shouldn't have to do any soldering or any cutting to switch between an antenna, between the antennas. Not something I'm prepared to do on my board. So, yeah. And the number of people who have asked me for a UFL connector on a Nano so far, out of all the people that have bought and using my Nanos, is 1. So for the one person, I'm not going to be putting a UFL connector on. Yeah, Quixotic Geek, I think it's, once again, relative, okay? I need to be able to manufacture and place stuff. Going super small and not being able to make them or getting a really bad yield isn't a great solution. I mean, no, just to provide just a provision to connect to an external antenna via You mean just put some pads there? Yeah, no. Can you show me a module that does that anywhere? Yeah. Chris, if people need an external antenna, they can just desolder this antenna off and use that antenna pin. Really. But no, I'm not going to design a board that is designed to have people hack it like that to put something else on there. Didn't you used to have a MOSFET in a design that was smaller than the LDO? Yeah, and the yield on them are insanely bad. Insanely bad. So I'm not going to double the price of the board because I have to sit here and fix 80% of them. So, yeah. I've got SOT 883 FETs. And they're, yeah. Pads are underneath. You can't see them. To rework them, I think it's 2. You think what's 2? If someone wants a UFL connector on one of these and they're prepared to commit to minimum of 250 boards, I'll make them one with a UFL connector, no problem. But I won't go through certification again. That'll be on them to do. But I don't know what you mean by make it easy to solder on a coax. No, because again, I'm not going to ship a board that is designed to have people desolder parts to change things on it. I'd love to use the Tiny Pico in a project, but I can't because it's in a metal box. Well, that's not a Tiny Pico issue. That's anything that uses Wi-Fi or a radio issue. If you're putting it in a metal box. Oh, right. You mean you want to be able to use an external antenna? Right. Well, sure. Yeah, the number of people that want UFL is quite tiny. But if someone wants it, they can commission me and I'll do it for them. So, back to the whole interesting challenge of the fact that I've gone really far. Everything I do is in a metal box. External antennas are a hard requirement for any wireless for me. Right, but you're also not in the market for Tiny Pico Nano or for Nano S3s, right? So, and people that need something specific for whatever they're working on will generally just make their own boards. Is there interference problem with the crystal? Is so close to the antenna? I don't know, but I can't get the crystal out there anyway. So, and the crystal has to be shielded. Let's get routing. Well, the first thing I need to do is, I got a bit sidetracked. I don't have the correct headers or anything in here, and they definitely don't match up with what's in here. I've got 3 castellated edges. I've got 14 pin, and I can't remember, 8 pin here. And here, because it came from the Tiny S3, I've only got 2 lots of, I've got what, 11 and 12 pin. How far to the right? That's already too far. That's already too close to the antenna, I believe. So yeah, at this point in time, that's not even 1.5 millimeters clearance to the antenna. Hey, Yumba Prime. So I need to get rid of that. I need to get rid of that. I can't route it till I get the headers in. So let's get some headers in. Connect. On 1 by, so I need 1 by 4, 1 by 14 I meant, sorry. I'm going to put it out here for now. I need 2 of these, and I need a 1 by 8. One by 8 male. Okay, so is there a tool in KiCad where I can just have it automatically add wires to all these? I don't think there is. I can't get anything outside the can, Chris. I can't look at, where do I get it outside the can? There is no outside the can. Can the PSRAM sit over here? No. Firstly, it won't fit, and secondly, it's a high speed, it's 80 megahertz SPI. I can't route the SPI all the way under the board and over to here. It's going to oscillate like freaking crazy. Yeah, no. Everything, this is the design, and everything has to fit like this. I didn't come to this in 1 second. I've been thinking of this and planning this for 2 months before I even started manufacturing my S3 boards. Like, October last year, I started planning my Nano S3, right? My only other option is no PSRAM or less flash and PSRAM. So, yeah. I'll have more problems trying to get the PSRAM over to here with regards to radiated emissions than I'm going to have with the crystal sitting over here. So, yeah. It's single-sided, yes, it's a module. It gets soldered onto another board, so it has to be single-sided. Okay, so I need 33 EN D plus D minus 5 volt reset ground stats. Oh, yeah, so back to, is there a way I can have this automatically add these? Anyone know? Oh, I keep forgetting to right click or double click. Like I know I can just do this and duplicate, but it'd be really nice. Like in Eagle, I can just right click on it and say populate it or whatever it is, and it does it all for me. It even sticks labels on that I can just go and change. Yeah, I said I can get smaller PS RAM at 6 times the price, and 6 times the price, this product can't bear that price increase. I wish it could. It's already going to be, I mean, they're already not cheap modules. You got to remember, even though it's an all-in-one module where the user only has to provide a USB connector if they want one, everything else is provided. I'm still competing with Espressive with their $3 modules, right? So, you know, people are already going, why would I bother sticking a Nano on where I can stick a $3 module? How hard is it to stick the rest of the components myself? All right? Just do what you do, but select more wide the second time to duplicate. Yeah, that's a really good point. I mean, yeah, I plan to do this. I should have done that already. Yeah, I plan to dupe like this, but I should have done that on the above one as well. Okay, so back to, I'm just going to move this over so I can see these labels. And PS chips, you have to order for them to make a DFN8. They won't. You can't get a DFN8. Well, you can get a USON 8. So AP Memory make them, but I'm not 100% sure that the RAMs are even compatible. So there's a limit on the compatibility. PS RAM is very hard to get. It's not something that's a mainstream product. Move the labels from where you deleted the old. Yeah, I could have done that. Sure. Oh well. And I still can. I can just hit duplicate. I hate that. I gotta say, there's some things in KiCad that really still annoy me, like the fact that if you're out like that, it won't do it. You've got to be directly on that point, and you can't do that when you're zoomed out. I don't have an EN. I'm going to need an EN. I need D plus, D minus. Edit, that's D minus. D plus. Is my grid tiny? I don't know, it's my default grid. I've not changed it. Pardon my ignorance, but what is a PSRAM used for? Storing larger programs? Yes. So the ESP32 has 512K of SRAM, which sounds like a lot, except it's just all the functionality that the ESP32 has with its radios and everything else. You chew through the SRAM really quickly. So PSRAM is external. It's called pseudo RAM for the PS. It's basically SPI based RAM. So it's considerably slower than SRAM, but it's much bigger. Like it's 8 megabytes. 8 megabytes of compared to 512K of SRAM. Reset ground and stat. Reset ground. Can I hit Y to flip them? I can. Yay. Except they're going to be the wrong way now. Doesn't matter. Reset ground, and I need a stat. Stat is if someone wants to connect the stat pin to an LED externally. I don't include one on the board. How do I change my grid in here? It might be, but it's too late. I've already placed all these on the small grid. I bet you it won't line up to a big grid now. Okay, so that's that one. Now the interesting problem is going to be if I need to wait. Because I'm going to have to annotate here and then find out what it is, set it here and hope that they link up. Did they change the way the labels work in Kaika? I don't know, because I didn't use 5 really. So, okay, so I need the top. Now, this is where it gets a bit harder. Because the pin numbers don't match at all. I'm going to make my life easy by rotating this just so I can so our orientation is right. You can shift click all of the labels you want to duplicate at the same time. Yeah, I did that with the ground and reset before. Okay, so I need a VBAT. Oops. And then now, what I need to do is place the important ones first. So they're going to be these ones down here, which are the SPI pins, and then I2C and 0, 9, and then UARTs, because they're the ones that have to match up. So I need to open up a pinout card. I've got one in front of me actually. I'll use the card that's in front of me. I know you can't see it, but I'm going to reference my pinout card of my S3, and I'm going to use those pins on the right spot. So I know 23 is MOSI, whatever we're calling it now, MO. So, and I know that is 35 on here. So 35, 37, 36, 34, and then 7 and 8. These ones here are the ones I need to match up. Okay, so that gives me master out, in, in, clock, the default, whatever the CS pin is, that I got is 34, and then SCL and SDA. There's a 50-50 chance of getting the pins reversed. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I'm getting better in KiCad. I wouldn't call myself fluent, but I'm definitely getting faster. Some things that trip me up sometimes. So 0, the next one can be whatever. Then I've got RX and TX. RX and TX. Rotate and hit X to flip them. Oh no, it was RX and TX, wasn't it? In order? Yep, RX and TX. Good. I'll flip them later. No, that wasn't right. So I need to leave the gap. Okay, RX and TX, and then they're just ADC pins. They're just normal pins. Yeah, I'm not using. I just use MO and MI now. Your first Tiny Pico arrives on Tuesday. That's awesome. Okay, so they're just random pins, and then the ones up top are also just anything, right? There's no specific functionality, so I can just use whatever is left. So I might just do one there, and then I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 5. So let's just do 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to keep them in some type of order, which if I can. Okay, so 0, 1, those 2, 3, 4, 5, and now I've got that whole row. I can just do all the rest, whatever IO I want. So 6, 7, assuming I can route it all. That's going to be fun. It's probably going to make more sense for me to go backwards this way because of the way they're numbered. So here, 1, 2, 3, 4. I need to get those around. I'm probably not going to be able to. See, they're my SPI pins, so they need to come over to here. It's going to be hard to route. 18 and 17 are being used for the RGB LED, and I don't have an RGB LED on my Tiny Pico Nano, but I thought it'd be nice if I can squeeze it in. If I've got the space there anyway and I can squeeze it in. On my Tiny Pico Nano, I just stuck my logo. But I'm going to see if I can leave this here if I can. And the other point with the Nano S3 is it's going to be Tiny S3 compatible. Tiny S3 and Pro S3 compatible in terms of the pins that are being used for whatever they're being used for. Doesn't make it no longer pin compatible with the previous. It makes it functionality compatible. The pin numbers will never be the same because the original ESP32 has totally different pin numbering than the S2 and the S3. So, but it's pin for pin compatible, as in that this pin here on both is MOSI, and this pin here on both is MISO. This pin here on both is SPI clock, right? This pin here on both is SCL. This one is SCA. Yeah? This one here on both is 0. This one here on both is RX. This one on both is TX. But the numbers will be different. That's okay. Isn't the grid supposed to typically be 50, 100? Seems a little too fine to me. Yeah, I didn't. Hey, I didn't change it in here. I don't even know where to change it. And if I did change it, it was by accident, or maybe when I originally imported some Eagle stuff, and I've just it changed it and I kept that settings. I don't know. Where do you change it? Is it in settings, default text, symbols, unit? Where's grid? Where do I find grid settings? File, edit, schematic setup. No, that's just where I was. Preferences, no. Arcade preferences. Schematic, display options. Grid thickness, 1 px. No, that's thickness. Spacing is 50 px. Yeah, I don't know if I want to change it now, but minimum grid spacing is 50 pixels. What should it be? Why is it in pixels? Or is that something else? Okay, I'm not going to change this now. I don't want to make a mess of myself. So I don't even know if I can get IO5 around here. I mean, I need to get 0 around and reset all the way over there. Oh. I mean, 8, 9, they're already going through. 7 is already going over here. But I should change these labels so I know what they need to be. That's 35. That's 37. Right click and I can change the grid options drop down. Oh, grid. Oh. Ooh. That's an odd size. Why would I be on that? Okay, we'll see what happens now if I can place anything. That'll be interesting. That's going to be 36. There's obviously no labels on the board, but it's just good to have as a reference. That is 9. It's 8. That's correct, that's correct. What I'm going to do is grab these ones and that one, and I'm going to move them down to show that they are not picked yet. I might have to, rather than making the order of numbers nice, I might have to just work out what I can get to and what I can't. So 14, 13, 12, 11, 10 was being used, but it's not. So some of the functionality on my Tiny S3, like my VBAT sense and VBus sense, I don't have room for any of those voltage dividers, so I won't be including. They weren't on my Tiny Pico Nano either. So if someone wants those, they can add them themselves. So we have 2.9. Yeah, because I haven't said it yet. Are the vias the smallest I can make? They're the smallest I can make without doubling my board cost. These are 0.2/0.45 millimeters. I can go 0.2/0.4, so only saving 0.05 millimeters on the annular, and that will double my board cost. And I can't go any smaller on the vias unless I go to a different type of PCB manufacturer. That'll be even crazy again. So yeah, and I'm not going to go buried vias or anything else. So I also have to be aware of the manufacturability of these from a PCB point of view, as well as me being able to, to do it. Nanometers. So 780 are being used, 21 is free. So it would make sense for me to go, let's just map it out, 21, 18 and 17, let's leave them off for the moment. And then, I can't remember what these are. What are they? Let's go find my data sheets. Hello, Mr. Datasheet. Where are you? I must have closed it by accident. Data sheets. So many data sheets. Oh my god, it's crazy. By the way, I might have some good news on silicon for my Tiny S3 soon. I might be able to make more Tiny S3s soon. That's exciting. So many people waiting for them. 21, 22, 15 and 16. IO 15 and 16. Okay, so wait, which one's 16? 16 is negative. Good. Okay, so that'll be 16. These will be 15. And I'm hoping I can fit, I'll get that around 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, which takes me to the end here. So that's that top row of pins. Hopefully I can, doesn't look like it, but hopefully I can get them out and around. That's a lot of vias. I don't even know if I've got enough IO left. like I might not be able to put these on because I just might not have enough IO. I should have enough IO. Seven. So what number did I go to here? I just need to check. Went to 5. So 6 and 7. So if I bring 6 and 7 up here, I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 5. I've got 2. So 8 and 9 are all the way over there. Hey Death Shaker. My Coco doesn't have a circuit symbol corresponding to the 16-pin USB-C footprint. Do I just make the same pin numbers and KiCad will match them up? Yeah, as long as the pin numbers and names are the same, I would assume so. Am I putting you to sleep? Sorry, Exotic Geek. So if I got rid of the RGB LED and I put 17 and 18 up here as well, that would put me to 10. I'd just need 3, and I could go 7, 6. I could go 7, 6, and 5 here. 7, 6, and 5, and 4, and everything else would need to come down somehow. I don't know how. Okay, it looks like we're getting. Hey JF, yes, a 4-layer burrito. Now you're making me hungry. I think I'm going to get rid of the APA. No, it's not an APA. The RGB LED. Damn. Say goodbye, everyone. If someone wants one, they can add one themselves. Delete. Delete. Okay. Bye bye RGB. I got room for my logo again. No blinky. No blinky. There's not one on my Tiny Pico Nano anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, so that becomes 7. That becomes 6. That becomes 5. They get deleted. They all get moved. And then these get duplicated. I said these. Both of you, thanks. I know, go this way. I always forget. D, click, and move. What? Oh, Command D. That was my bad. Oh, I did too many of them now. Okay. I should have just done them one at a time. It's 3:30 in the morning. What are you doing up? Maybe just a pink power LED to keep Johnny happy. I've got a red power LED. Can't get pink. Good luck getting pink 0402s. Good luck getting anything 0201s. Right now that's an 0402 LED, and look where it is. Look how close it is to the board edge. I'm not happy with that at all. It's outside the can because it needs to be visible. I don't think I've got enough clearance. So we'll see. Okay, so that's 17 and that's 18. So that's all of those. 765, and then so that's going to be 4, 3, 2, and 1, and I need something here. Now I've got the so there are 4 pins here, and I've got the oh my god, JTAG pins, but I don't think I can get them over. I'm pretty sure I cannot get them over. So it's these ones here. That one, that one, and that one are the JTAG pins. I need to get them somehow to these 4. And believe me, that is just not going to happen. Can I move it onto the screen? Can I move what onto the screen? Sorry. Why am I using a shield can? Yeah, because it's a module. This is a Nano S3. It's a replacement for my Tiny Pico Nano, which is a module. And this module is not certifiable. No room for a can. If I'm going to make an upgrade, I want to. My plan with this is to see if I can get it all going and fit a can on it. Right now, I'm pretty sure the answer is no, but the experiment is to try and see if I can do it. So I've also got some other I/O that I could break out and bring down to, I don't even know if I can get them down there. I guess what I need to do right now is see if I can route some of it and see what I'm left with. But to do that, I need to get these headers working. So 21 and then 18 to 10. Okay, so this is 21 and then 18 down to 10. Ugh. Yeah, see, I can't. I have to change my grid back. Bummer. Maybe I can find one that kind of fits. 1, 2, 3, duplicate. Okay, so that was IO18, IO17. Maybe you're wrong about what? No, this is a 4-layer board. This can't be done in a 2-layer board. IO16, IO15, 14, 13. So it'd be great to be able to select a whole bunch of them and say auto number. Wouldn't that be good? I'm sure someone, I won't say me, I have no idea how to script this, but I'm sure someone could write a plugin to do that. I mean, maybe one day I could, if I have time to look into it. Whoops. IO10. And then we had what? 765. Wait, oh, I missed 21. Oh, that's okay. Move that off. Did anyone pick that I did that one? Yeah, I'll fix 17 in a second. The issue is more that I have them in the wrong spot. Oh no. Why don't they line up? Okay, they do. IO17. This one is IO21, IO21, and then so that's 7, 6, and 5. 7, IO6, IO5. Okay, I mentioned 4 pins you couldn't bring out. Wouldn't one of the other 4 layers? No, I can't get vias in there. I can't use another layer unless I use a via, and I don't have space for vias. As you'll see, I also need to put ground vias everywhere to be able to get return paths for stuff. So, like once again, this is how big the board is. in real life, right? Looks like I've got stacks of space in here. I don't. Okay. For the moment, so what did I say? I've got 1, 2, 3, and 4. If I put 1, 2, 3, and 4 here, and I can put 33 or something here. So I've got 1, 2. I can always try. I can change them later. If I find out later I have room to break out any of the JTAG, I'll do it. But I'm pretty sure I won't. Need a banana for scale. There are no bananas in this house, and there never will be. It's odd having like a 33 just there, but whatever. Okay, let's put them back. They're not quite where they're supposed to be, are they? Okay, that'll do. Right, so that's the top. Move that down so I can see them. Whoops, that almost didn't work. Okay, so 0, so that is going to be IO33, bigger for you, and then that's right. Move that off. Move them over. Move that back. And that's IO1. What I have against bananas? Ugh. Yeah, bananas. Ugh. No one in my house does bananas. I'm allergic to bananas, believe it or not. And yeah, just not a chance. In the right spot. Get that in the right spot. Okay, so I need to annotate these. Okay, J3 is on the bottom, J1 is on the top, and J4. So the question is, because these are not annotated, if I, oh God, again, there's still that screen issue, which is really annoying for the Windows. If I move over, I normally work on the other screen, but I have to stream from this screen. So the symptoms are, ooh, that is, so what was that, J4? Actually, what's the value on this? I just want to make sure that I get the value name over as well, just in case that needs it. I get a pretty bad rash and I vomit. So there you go. How was that for too much information? J1, and the name of it is, copy that. So I'm trying to join them together again because they weren't before, right? J1, and then this will be, what did I say, J what? J3. This will be J3 and the same name. So the question is, if I now, how did I discover that? My mum used to feed me bananas when I was young and I kept getting sick and she couldn't work it out. And so she kept feeding me bananas and I kept getting sick and she couldn't work it out. She figured that she could get my allergy or whatever it was, get me immune to it so I could just eat bananas. So she took me to a place where I got allergy tests where they put pricks down your arm for all different types of things. Like, I'm a young kid and they go, hey, Mrs. Rosenblum, your son's really allergic to bananas. Stop feeding him bananas. And my mum went, oh, can't I make him tolerant of it? No, don't feed him bananas. So she stopped. Now, if I smell a banana now, I vomit. Like start gagging. Keen's pizza topping. What? Delete the old ones. Oh, yeah, but the old ones are gone. They're just traces. Sure. Sure, there's no component. They're gone. I'm going to have to delete this because it's not staying, and that is not staying, and these are gone. The buttons are gone, but that's interesting. So the buttons are gone, but I've got the resistor and the cap. So you just need to add your own button for reset. That's all gone, that's all gone, that's gone. And I gotta be careful which one I delete. They're gone. Now I need to just don't ever make a peanut butter and parmesan sandwich. I did, so you won't have to. Peanut butter and parmesan. Wow, that sounds terrible. I love peanut butter and jam or jelly, raspberry jam sandwiches. Yum yum. Okay, so I had 2 diodes, and now I'm going to go on. This is D7. I've kept D7. Good, and that's connected. So those can piss off. Oops, I meant those. I need USB. Good. Oh no, there's no that, and there's no that. They're gone. Actually, they're gone. Right, they're all gone. That was gone. Good. And that is gone. Don't need it. Peanut butter and PB&J was staple food as a kid. Yeah, I never did it as a kid. Yeah, never did as a kid. Okay, all good. I think so. So if I now do a save first, and now if I pull all this through, and of course it's on the other screen. No, it's not. Lots of errors. Only one error. Multiple footprints found for R17. Right. Okay, I'll fix that later. No net found for symbol J1 pin 5. Ah, right. This is where it gets messy. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I'm not placing those. I just want to check the pins. It looks like it's added the pin numbers, which is great. So you can all go away. I don't need you. I need to fix the PSRAM. So this is currently, oh, look at the reference name. What a stupid reference name. If I just do this, gotta start with the letter. IC, if I just do that, and I tell it to annotate again, what will it give me is now IC1. Okay, and if I make you IC1, that should fix that. And I should be able to, right, good. Just need to get rid of the logos, and yeah, what else got brought in? Nothing. Okay, good. So that should all be connected now. Yay. Okay, English saying banana is worse than a NIMBY. It stands for build absolutely nothing anywhere near anyone. A NIMBY. A NIMBY. Not heard of a NIMBY before. Okay, so, well, that's obviously gone. and I need to fix that other resistor, which I will in a minute. That was just that I stuck some random stuff down. That's going to go. And also here, an EN resistor. I need to stick that in on the LDO. So right now, EN is just tied in, but that's going to change. I'm going to take this 100K, duplicate it, rotate it, and I'm going to how do I, okay, and re-annotate. It's R1. Wow, so that is going to be R1. Now if I pull that in again, it should fix the names. Oh, 2 errors. Oh right, I haven't fixed the LED yet. Okay. Okay, so that's that way. And I'm going to have to ignore all of these, not in my backyard. That's what we do. Yeah, not in my backyard, you ain't. I'm going to have to fix all of the courtyard areas, these keep outs, because I can't respect them. Anyway, so interesting. What's going on there? It's not letting me. They're both VBus. Oh, right. It'll be because of this. Yeah, that's got to go. Okay, there we go. Sorry, my bad. That's right. I didn't name that. That's EN. Give me a thing. D. It's EN. Okay. Almost there. Almost ready to start routing. Hey, Intermit Tech. Okay, EN, and EN's going to get all that over there. Okay, right. So, we can start doing some rough routing. Some really rough routing. I'm going to turn off that outside courtyard because it's confusing. The blue line. And I'll leave that on for now. Okay, so here we go. Oh, right, I can't yet. No, I forgot. So, the way these pads were designed in Eagle, because you can't do freaking castellated pads in Eagle properly, is what I wanted. It's going to be hard to see, maybe. You might be able to see. So, I got very small castellated pads. Let's see if I can focus this for you. Okay, set. I got very small castellated pads. These are 1.27 mil, right, or 0.05 inch, but very small annulars around them. But on the bottom, I want a bigger annular. You see that? They're wider. You can't do that in Eagle. So the only way to do this. Congratulations, Keen. Well done. The only way to do this on Eagle was to put SMD pads on the bottom, which are what these blue things are. So there was a header pins here that they'd cut, and then these SMD at the bottom. I don't need these now, because I believe I can do this. If I edit the footprint, right? What? Why are they locked? Right click. Do I not have a locking in here? No, I can't unlock them. Can I hit L? No, because I've got everything selected. What's the place? Grab just those. No. L. Just want to delete them. Okay, I'll just overwrite the locks. Whatever. Help delete the tracks. Delete the tracks to nowhere. They're not to nowhere. Right. So now, I've got rid of the bottom, right? But what I can do with these, which are pretty cool, except I can do them one at a time. Oh, here we go again. It's on the wrong screen. This really is a pain, the window management. They need to fix this. So what I can do, which is really... Oh no, I can only do it on one side. I need to do it on one side, and I can't do it on one side. Oh. Because what you can do in KiCad is you can actually like say, I want my... Like this is a rectangle, right? But I can make it a bit longer. 1.2. Actually, that's wrong. Because why is it rotated? Bloody eagle. 1.2. So it's a bit longer, yeah? And then I could say, but I want the hole position to be in a different place. Like I can offset the hole. You get a lot of control over these in KiCad. But what you can't do is make the top one normal and the bottom one wider. So I'm gonna have to just leftover crap. I'm gonna have to work out what I'm gonna do on that. And what I'll probably do is just manually go back in later and add some copper to each one. Edit the footprint. Override. Save. Okay, so now I can route. Good. I've got random shit everywhere still. Oh, I didn't do a very good cleanup. And just to show you what this looks like before I get to the routing thing. So, I mean, if you consider that these are 0201 components, right, some of these are and the rest are 0402, I mean, I need to be able to build this and rework it. And, you know, I can't get my iron, for instance, in between here to be able to rework this QFN if there's a problem. Anyway, let's close that. Let's have a drink. Wow, I've been going for an hour and a half. Okay, let's go. Let's do it. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry. Yeah, this is my first time. Well, I had 0201 on my early Pro S3 prototype, but I got rid of it. I ended up going back to 0402. I managed to squeeze it in. So the interesting thing is it's not letting me route to this because it's right on the edge of the board. You see this? It won't let me get close enough. See that? And that's kind of frustrating, but as long as it touches the pad, it's a connection. Thanks, Alan. Okay, so 37. I'm just roughing it. So already problem. That's interesting. They're not even connected. Ugh. As I said, this is just temporary. I have to. The way I normally route is I route it all, make sure everything is routed, and then I go back and clean it up again. Yeah. See, this is going to be quite interesting. Change the board clearance value. Well, I don't want to, because then I'm able to place stuff too close to the edge. So, you know, you break the rules in one place and then you accidentally make a mistake in another place. And I used to have the values as, like, not there. I used to... That didn't make any sense, but yeah. I shouldn't be doing this yet, by the way. Shouldn't be doing it yet. Okay, just go away. IO 0 and reset. So reset's got to come all the way down, and that's just not going to happen. I've got no place to bring reset through. Oh. So here's reset, and it's got to go all the way over to up there. Oh, they're back to front. No one picked that. You find it therapeutic? I find it therapeutic, kind of. So I need to... Why? Flip those around. It's really cool you can do that. It's a great feature of KiCad updates. And now they're flipped. Right, I need to get reset to here. And now I just wrecked my D plus and D minus, didn't I? Because they're not going to be the right way around now. Yay. Shouldn't worry about those later. Yeah, awesome. Oops. Interesting. Why is it not letting me? Must be already locked. Great. I should be able to move that up. Why is it not letting me move it? Is it locked? Doesn't look like it's locked. See, I can't move it. D. It's not letting me do the, is that locked? No? Is that locked? No? Interesting. There is no auto router in KiCad. Yeah, that's really annoying that I can't move that. I can't hit D on it. I mean, I should be able to move it up. You can see that this is sitting higher than, right? Okay, well, if I delete it. Yeah, see, look how close I should be able to get it. So I don't know what that's about. But anyway, I need to move the other one. I'll fix it later. Okay. Okay, that was terrible. Once again, don't judge me on my routing. It's all going to get cleaned up later. Because you changed the pad on the end, it's now not allowing it. But it wasn't touching it. No, maybe. Yeah, maybe because it was touching something else. Right, okay, that makes sense. Yep. That does make sense. Yeah, okay. Sometimes the drag routing is just dumb. Like sometimes it really is. So IO0 is being brought around there as well to here, but I actually need it underneath the reset. I don't want that one, and I don't need this one because it's not going to a button. So I just need, what am I widths using? I'm gonna have to go to thinner traces, I reckon. Okay, TX and RX I need to get down. And reset can now go to there, but I can't get reset around. It'll have to come through. It's gonna have to hop a bunch of layers, or it has to go into the one of the power layers, or into the power layer, into layer 3. We'll get to that then. See, I'm not going to be able to get 1 and 2 and 3 around either, and 4 at this rate. Okay, let's just get rid of 4. And 3, because they're not on that side anymore. And 2 and 1 are not on that side anymore. Which clears up a lot of space up there. Maybe I should just start routing these now. I've got to be careful. I want to get as many of them on the bottom layer as possible, but I don't think I can get them all on the bottom layer because I don't know how much. Interesting. What's going on here? I don't know how many gaps I'm going to have on the shield. Catch you later, Alan. Thanks for joining. Have a good sleep. Yeah. Like, it's tempting to do this on the top layer, but it's going to have to come around whatever clearance I'm going to need for the feet, and that kind of locks me into that position, right? But as many as I can get onto the top layer gives me more space here for wires. Right, so I can because I'm going to be starved for wire space very soon. Right, 16 and 17, I need to change their names in here. IO16, IO17. That did not work. I did the wrong one. So it takes a while to route a board, let me tell you. What wire size? 0.2/0.45. The smallest I can get. Gonna put a wire on a pad. Yeah, but not on these pads. No. Yeah. Wire on pads is never recommended, and having a wire touch these QFN pads, like, yeah, not worth it. Not worth the risk. And it's still a clearance issue. Like I can't get any closer to the pad. So, but like for instance, so some of these I can bring in. So like I can do alternating. I can put that. Didn't like that at all. So I can go like this, right? And then route around. And these are the things I normally fix later. Okay, the pay extra size of PCB way. Yeah, it's massively more expensive the PCB way. And I can go to 0.2, 0.4 for JLC PCB and also double my PCB cost. So I'm going to run out of room on the bottom layer soon. Because that via there, I can't get that any closer, right? But I'm going to have to squeeze these up. But then, you know, the closer you have your traces together, the more interference, signal to signal interference you're going to get. So they're the wrong way. Wait, 17, 16, 17. What happened here? What did I do here? Oh, that's 15. God, I'm an idiot. Yeah, I don't want to go via in pad. Definitely not on a small pad. The pad's got to be much bigger than the via. Like it's got to be. See, I really want this here. You know, I really have to have a turn path there, which means I'm not going to be able to get like 12 and so 10 is over there. Seven is up. 7, 6, and 5. Three is down. Go away. So I need 1, 2, and 3 are going to have to come into here somehow. Three goes down as well, doesn't it? Yeah, 3 and 4. Ugh. I need to add an extra track size. Zero 0.127. Do I have to put the millimeters on? I guess I should. Okay, so and 4. Unsure if they're going to go in or out. Like I got clearance here, so I can just do. That was shocking. Maybe. Because I'm going to need there. That mum looked like it had apostrophe, no idea, made it different. The what? The mum? Who? What mum? I'd consider sacrificing some power planes, otherwise this is going to be quite tough. No, I'm already going to, so the way I do my power planes for my boards, like ground plane is ground plane, you don't mess with the ground plane, it's got to be solid. But my power plane, my layer 3, I've got different power domains. So I've got like a VBAT power domain, a VBus power domain, 5 volts, and a 3.3 domain, and they're all separate, and there's space between them, so I can route signals between them, and I'm quite happy to do that. I will not do it, millimeters, right. I will not do it on the ground plane though. There was a typo. Well, it seemed to work okay. Seemed to work. Maybe it fixed it itself. Okay, so it's 9 and 10, so 3 and 4, I'm going to be able to get around. Reset is going to be a real... So I think what I'm going to have to do with reset is take reset out. See, that's a problem. Like I'm not going to be able to have... I don't know how I'm going to get this in. But I definitely need this reset to be the via, at least, to be down here. Get over the... I hate how it won't jump over sometimes. Okay, it's getting really annoying. I just want you down here, because I'm going to need to get this, all this I/O needs to be, it's got to go around the LNA pin, like it can't be. I think putting 33 there was a really silly idea. So like one's got to come around IO0, right, and it's got to come back and have as much clearance as possible to get 2 around and hugged in to get 3 in. I'll fix that in a minute. See, I'm already touching the NLA pin. Bad. Well, no, I'm not, but I'm very close. So that's going to have to go to there, to there. And I'm trying to keep my clearance on the traces as wide as possible, but see, I don't have room here. Can I move the resistor? What resistor? It's not an issue with the resistor. I can't put any traces near this NLA pin. That's the problem. And then this one's got to come all the way through here. See that touching? Can't happen. Can't happen. So it's about constantly massaging and massaging and massaging, and that I can change to, where's my editor thing again? So I keep moving it off. I'm going to move it off, drag it back so I can get my little window up. 127. I need to have that clearance. What is the 2-pin part? Bottom center below the main chip. This one here? That's a cap. I'm working on the bottom layer right now. The issue isn't that. The issue is I need to have clearance I can't have any potential high-speed signals, like someone messing with IO4, right? Let's say they're PWM IO4. I can't have that interfering with the NLA pin, which is going to the antenna. This is all about being able to route to the bottom. Okay, so you can go away and see I can't get, so IO0 has actually got to come through here. Because I need I'm going to need a ground here, return path. That's no good. You need a Vi there for that. See, I can't get through here. I can get through here. Why is that the wrong trace width? So if you continue on, if there's a trace on there and you continue it on, it'll use the size that's already there. So you got to set it first. Okay. Can that part flip 180? Yeah, it can flip 180. Yeah, I'll worry about that later. That's fine. But I need it's got to be a via on either side. Doesn't matter. Like I need here. There's got to be one here as well. Right, for 3.3. It doesn't matter. If I flip it, it's still going to be the problem. Consider keyboard zone under the LNA pin. Doesn't matter. I know to not put anything there, so it's fine. Okay, so that's all of those. It's pretty ugly, except I don't have anything for... Okay, I don't have 8 and 9. This 8 and 9 are here, so that's fine. And I should just put... That's that there for now. I'm going to have to fix these. So I also can't have stuff go through the crystal. So this is where it starts getting interesting. It's all got to wrap around it. Yeah. What the hell? I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, this also has to be up. It's going to go around the crystal and that can go under the crystal as long as I can get IO9 in and IO8. However that looks, we'll worry about that later. See, sometimes the drag thing is just a drag. Okay, so that gives me 0. If I bring 0, I still haven't got reset out, remember? Have not got reset out. That's going to be a problem still. Oh my god. I still have arguments with KiCad often. Just letting you all know. Okay, so 33, which is up here, that's bad. Well, it's not, because I can go like, no, I can't. Okay, so we have the whole thing, make sure it's 127, it is. Okay, it's going to make more sense to bring that down here. Oops, don't do that. Okay, and then I need to bring 8 around there as well. And routing through, yep, here's a real, I hate doing it. But, oops, just don't get a choice sometimes. That was pretty ugly. I'll fix all these wires up later. So, it's only a concern if KiCad starts to, yeah. So that means that I can take my, and again, it's yuck, but if I take my IO0 through, set it to 127, I can also take that through here, which means I'm clearing now space for, wait, why is my, oh, that's right, so anyway, so I could effectively get IO33 out now because I can bring it to here with a via. And squeeze it into there. Alright. Oh, depends where you grab the thing. Anyway, and I can bring reset over further, but I don't know what I'm going to do with that yet because I still can't get it out. I can't get it out. Can you move this via outside the S3? Which one? SPI, SW, SPI, SW. So which one? Oh, up top here. Yeah, sure, but it's like, yeah, that's my issue is reset. What I'm going to have to do with reset is go a completely different direction. Yeah, I'm going to have to oh boy, Neo sees ones and zeros, Xeon sees traces and gaps. Traces and gaps. Let's just take a break for a moment from that end. This is still a problem because I've got this cap here. I need to get 15 out, 14 and 13. They can be vias here. 12 has to be underneath here, 11 can squeeze out, and 10 can squeeze out. So I don't like doing like this out of the side of a pin because you get really funky manufacturing stuff. So I'd much prefer to come out straight. Yeah. I'm saying that because I want to see if I can I don't know where these things are going to be for the can, right? So like I'm just kind of guessing where they are right now. So I'm going to need 12's going to need a via, and it's going to have to go around here, unfortunately. I've got 13, 14, and 15 to squeeze through this gap here. See, that's a problem. I think I need to bring 18 down, which means I need to get 17 over. So by doing that, I can bring them down and make more space. And even though I can't get 15 out of there at the moment because of that 3.3, I don't really want to bring the 3. I mean, I can bring it up, maybe, possibly. Reset on layer 3. No, I can't have, because that reset would be going right through the 3.3 volt rail. I can't do that. I'd need to get all that in place first before I use that as a solution. Okay, so via, we can now get this out, which is good. Okay, I need 14 and 13. So and I can squeeze these now, which is good. So just okay, so that looks terrible. Oops, totally terrible. Okay. In case you don't notice it later, that 3 via will be directly underneath the ground screening can. The ground screening. What do you mean the ground? What do you mean by that? Which 3.3 via? You talking about this one? That's my can there. You mean this? Yeah, I don't know if that's real. I made that up. All these positions here, I've made up. I'm gonna make a custom can, right? So I get to decide where they're gonna be and how it's gonna work. So yeah, I'm not worried about that yet. Vias should all be tinted with salt. They are. That's the default with JLC. Although their tinting is terrible, but they are tinted, yes. But still, now I get what you're saying. Like that would have been too close just for a keep out for the ground. Ketchlatikine. Okay, I mean VBAT, that's easy. And except this will all got to be routed. Need a, yeah, what about all that? Okay, so that is everything. I mean, I haven't done these, but except for reset, right? Yuck, I know, I'll fix it later. And this is not USB. What is that? Net D8 pad 11. I need to fix these. So this will be net D8. Net D8 pad 11. And this will be ground. I love that I can just change the nets on pads in here. It's incredible. Can't do that shiz with Eagle. Okay, so now I can just, and that's no good. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. I just realised, because I can't put a trace through there. Anyway, specific giggles, what does DRC check say? Oh, it's going to be terrible. Half the board's not routed. Really? Okay, here we go. It's going to be a disaster. 117 errors, 39 warnings. Yeah. I mean, a lot of them are easy fixes, right? But yeah. Oh, except now I've got to turn them all off. Delete all markers. Go away. Okay, cool. By the way, no guarantee we're getting this done today. Just letting you know. Okay. Reset. Can you rotate the part bottom left corner 180 to route pin 1 better? I don't know if I'm going to be able to get ground all the way out here yet. So at the moment, I'm not going to worry about it. Wagon loads, like it's an LED, and I'm not fussed. Yeah, I'll worry about it later. I got way more important things to worry about right now. Like, I need to get the stat over. I need to get, I mean, ground is fine. And I need to get EN all the way over to here. So, you know, that's going to be, let's play with EN. I want to like hop as little as possible if I can. But I'm probably going to have to go around like this, which is painful, and then like that. And the same for stat. I'm going to have to that's not gonna work. Catch you later, Richard. If I came down through here, yeah, that's not gonna work. Not gonna be able to get in there. I have to get this up. up and around to give me I need to get the EN around, so that actually needs to come up here into here and then a via, which I know is terrible, but that's what it's going to need to be, something like that. Oh, go away. No! I need to lock that, turn that off for the moment. That is god awful, but now I can get stat around as well. Oh, whatever. Reset and ground. Reset and ground. And 3.3 volts, which is all the way over here. All the way over here, which is a problem. But, because 3.3 volts here, and V is going to intersect VBAT quite badly. God, one if you manage to even... If you don't need it, I'll frame it if you sign it. Really? I'll make a couple of handmade prototypes. Whether I go into production or not, I don't know. Like that's an unknown. I'm definitely going to see if I can make one. Or two, or five. Or something. See, that's bad. I need ground clearance around the crystal. So this is already a smaller crystal than I'm currently using, and I don't have any of these, and I don't even know if I can source them at the moment, because crystals are really hard to get. So, like, I might have to go to a bigger crystal, back to a bigger crystal, which I don't know how I'm going to squeeze everything in. But if you look here, I'm still in my blue outline. Turn that off because it's confusing. I've still got all my parts are in the blue outline, my keep out area, right on the edge, but you see where reset can route. Okay. Don't turn layers off, hit H. What does H do? I know it does that mode, but then, oh, it gets rid of the next and then whatever. Right, but I wanted everything on except for that one. Is there an inverse for that? Like, I wanted just that off. So run red reset around left ground square. What? What? Run red where? I can't get red through here. That's an out, but that's no, can't get anything through here. That's a no placement. This is ground. These things are ground pads. So nothing can come through here. And even if I jumped here and then went to blue and brought blue all the way through here and all the way up, I can't get from here around. But if I do this, big ground in the middle of the main ship. What? Yeah, what? What about it? One route around the left ground square, then by. I still don't understand what you mean. You know, draw a picture. Here you go. Take a screenshot. Draw a picture. Yeah, I don't know. So I'm just replying to someone on in Discord. Oh, it was an hour ago they messaged. Whoa, okay. Sorry, just been neglecting Discord and the support in Discord. Okay, so I had a thought of what I can do, but let me think again. It's going to be tricky. I was thinking of something and then I thought about I got distracted again. But I thought about the JTAG pins again. Did you choose these colors or are the default colors on a Mac? These are the default colors. Yeah, for dark mode. Okay, just 1 second. I just need to reply to someone on Discord. I'm happy I can even put it on the screen. No, you aren't. Oops. No, you aren't. Native USB. Did you put the board into download mode? Do that to flash with the IDF. Cool. Okay. Someone's asking they're using a Pro S3 with IDF. They're getting a timeout trying to flash it. But they're obviously not putting it into download mode. Yes, that's a question I've had before. So what I was thinking was, forget about the JTAG pins. If I pull reset back a bit and I bring IO 0 down here and IO 8 and 9 also down, so they're on the inside of the reset, then I can get the reset blue up from somewhere, right? Because this is 9 and 8, they're blocking, and 0 is blocking me getting through, but that'd be behind it. Then I could get it blue all the way through to here, all the way through to here, and then to there. Catch you later, Quindor. So that is what I'm going to try to do now, even though I just finished undoing all of that before. That was the wrong one. Right, right. IO33 is the problem here. Move the what? The vertical lines to the right. That's what I just spoke about doing, but it's not, it can't just be moved to the right. There's other traces in their way. Can't bring it through the corner. Quixotic geek. Slap yourself. Slap yourself. You do not put traces through the corner of a QFN. Ever, ever, ever. Not unless you're paying $1 million for your PCBs. Or you're doing like a 0.1 mil trace. Yeah? Nah. Not a chance. Cannot get a trace through these two pads. That will absolutely 100% fail. Not just DRC, but that will fail JLC PCB manufacturing big time. As will PCB way. Like that will it'll just get destroyed. Half the boards will be shorted. I'm talking to Quixotic Geek about this, Wagon Loads. Freaking IO33, that's the problem. I don't... Draw a picture, Wagon Loads. I don't understand. I can't get reset through anywhere here. I don't know what you're talking about. Bring the red trace through here? Yeah, that's a dangerous, once again, also dangerous. Wrapping it around through here like that. I'd rather not, but I did just have a plan. I can't remember what it was now. Whoops. Didn't quite go to plan. I still don't have any room for a via there, I don't think. No. Don't have a via. Yeah, but I can't fit a via there. So yeah, I'm gonna have to see, just doing stuff like this, it's just nasty. I'm better off going through there. I mean, that's, I'll move stuff around after, but actually I could probably not do that and just do this now. It's a dangerous place to stick a via, but whoops. Hold IO0 button and press reset, and then let of IO0 button every ESP32 has this, but older ESP, but when using an external UART, you can automate that part. That is not possible with an ESP32S2 or ESP32S3 using native USB. It's a manual process. It's all in the IDF instructions or IDF docs. Okay, sorry. Hey Christos, still going? Why are you still awake? Oh, it's Alex in the stream. Okay. Hello, Alex in the stream. I didn't realize you were the same person. Okay. And last but not least, whoop, and there we go, reset. That is terrible. That is really, really ghastly. That reset line is just not something I'm proud of. But I'll end up rerouting all this anyway. I need to prove to myself that I can route it and have space for return paths. Then I will make it nicer. Red and green for top and bottom. Never seen green for bottom. Green is my layer 1. Like, I'm used to this because it's eagle. Closer to the high speed lines, I'm sure we can get it reset randomly. Yeah, I'd prefer that doesn't happen. Where did IO34 go? We've lost. Oh no, we haven't. It's gone underneath there. Okay, let's give myself a heart attack. Okay, so we're gonna have a problem with vires here. This is not gonna work where it is right now. Because I've got no, like, it's a ground issue, right? I need to get all this in as well. I haven't even got any. See the reset? I need to get the reset over to here as well. Wow. Son of a... Hey, Dutch Maker. And I need to get V-Bus. Okay, this is not going to fit at all. Like, that is nasty. That's going to have to go to a via up to VBAT up there. This needs to get to 3.3, which is all over there, which isn't even... I'm going to have to... What is that? I don't have room there. I wonder if I can get them over. Okay, that might work. If I bring... Yeah, I'm not going to get them in. If I had the... I said move. This is the reset. That's the 1 microfarad cap. Can I get that over here? No, I can't squeeze that in. Not a chance. And I need to get this one in as well. Little 0201. I've got to somehow get that in there and get that over there. And now get these back. Whoops. No, that one. Because these got messed up because they're going through the crystal again. Ugh. Next up, 3.3. Yeah, I'm not even up to the 3.3 yet. I can't even get this. That crystal is just... That is shocking. That is a real problem. What's the metric on, I don't know, tiny. Whoops, sorry. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know how small it is. But I need to get a via in here somehow. So this is going to have to... Why is this not working? So I need to get this to the reset line, which means this has to be rotated. Oop. So like this has to be, I'm gonna have to tap in reset. Why is that not working? V, why is that? They're named differently or something. Reset. And oh, I deleted them by accident. I didn't, when I got rid of the button. Oh, that could be a problem. Needs to be /reset. Oh, whoops. Why is that not? /reset. Okay, let's try it again. Here we go. V. Okay, and then X. Okay, and then the problem is, as I said, I need a via for this output here to I'm gonna have to bring this over. I need that. Oh God, that's getting close. 1, 2. This is really a mess. And that's got to go 1, 2. I need a via in here for the 3.3 volt power, and I'm just not going to get it at all. Via. Yeah, no, can't squeeze that in. Need more space. D, move over. Move over. Is that enough? Violation. Violation. Oh, it's probably because of the crystal, this one here. Oh. You need to go up. You need to go up. You need to go up. What about there? No. Violation. There. Nope. Oh, you bitch. Are we there yet, Dad? Nope. Oh, I said a nasty word. I apologize. Apologize. I need to change all the thicknesses of these traces so I can get them closer together. I like getting my traces thicker if I can, but I really need this to be over more. Let me stick a via. I got a via. No nets. That's rubbish. 3v3. Okay. That's just on the... Let's fix that. Okay. I need to also fix these. No. Delete. No, I don't want to create corner. I want to delete the corner, remove corner. So there's a key to create one, but there's not a key to remove one, which is annoying. Okay. So are we there yet, Dad? Worldwide Universe? I think it is. Hey, AJ. Good afternoon. Okay, so that is really terrible. Okay. So I have to get. So that's going to be the. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to do my. Wow. I still need to get a big fat VBus, a VBAT trace around to here. So X V. So on this layer, I'm going to need a big whopping like that. to get to this FET. No, wrong one. That is really bad routing. Okay. Oops, sorry. Okay, so then VBAR, USB, USB, VBus, USB. Okay, so on this layer, I'm gonna need a big whopping 3.3 copper fill. 3.3. Okay, here we go. Oh. The 3.3 goes to there. So I can probably bring that up through there. Maybe something like that. Oops. What happened then? Okay. So if that's our 3.3, and that is really not good. Okay, clearance. 0.127. Minimum width 0.154. Thermal relief 254 and spokes 254. Okay. Just some PCBs. Cool. Okay, so that's right off the edge there. We've got plenty of room, which is good because of the clearance area. I don't like having it when it goes around like that. We just go there. Some stickers. Okay, so this is why I couldn't use this layer to take reset through, because it would have gone right through the 3.3 plane, because I need 3.3 up here. I haven't even got all the stuff in yet. I need it there, I need it over here, I need it down here. I haven't put them in yet. And here, ground is going to be fun. So ground is going to be big one big whopping. I have to be careful with ground. But let's start with ground. Need clearance for the antenna. Are we having fun yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we having fun yet? Okay, so that's our ground. Turn that off. We have to be careful about edge clearance, including one that says Midnight Engineer, which is what my business cards say. Oh, interesting. So I really don't like how you just get the one spoke from here. I would much rather get a much bigger trace into there, but it's not going to let me, of course. Worry about that later. Actually, I can just adjust the spoke. Thermal spoke 0.508. Okay, good. Bigger spoke. So the rear zone included through the pin of the connector on the left. Yeah, but I need to, again, it's a spoke thing, but I think it's because this is wrong naming. 3.3V and it looks like it's the right naming. 3.3V, it should be. You can see it's trying to do it. Oh, you mean in terms of the distance? No, what I was going to do was stick a big fat trace, but it's not going to let me do it because of the board edge. So yes, it needs to come out. Yeah, and I'm going to have to increase the so in Eagle, even if there's a clearance from the edge, you can put a trace there, and then you just say, I'm okay with that error, like just ignore it, right? But this is physically not letting me do it. It's starting to look pretty good. Yeah, maybe. Okay, so I don't really need a USB, like a 5-volt thing here, which is interesting. Really don't, I think that should be, a trace, but anyway. So if we do a DRC now, you can set zone connection on a per pad basis. Cool. So I'm down to 46 errors and no warnings. That's a big jump down. What I don't have yet is I need ground on the top layer as well. I'm going to duplicate it. Let's put it there for the moment. I'm going to hit E. So you're the top layer. Now I'm going to put it back. Now, the reason I want ground on the top layer as well, and this will be really interesting because I'll probably have nothing. Yeah. Oh, a little bit. Okay. Is I need ground stitching along the edges here, and I need as much ground copper. Assuming that I don't create antennas, I need as much ground copper as possible because I need, oh, that's an antenna, because I need the thermal. Like I need just places for the heat to go. And there's going to be lots of areas where I'm not going to be able to necessarily get a, that's really annoying, where I'm not going to be able to get vias to, right? I need a lot of return paths. This is where it's going to get a little tricky. There and here and here. Wait. Did that touch? Oh, it touched the trace. So let's turn them off. Right, there was a trace there. Didn't see it. So I stuck it over the top of the trace, which is bad. I'm gonna have to go like that. Okay, so now need to go around here. So I need to make sure that I've got grounds everywhere, and then I need to go through and mark off sections to get rid of the little antennas. Like a ground through to there. I need one over here. I need them right around here. This is going to be a problem. there should be stacks of ground around the crystal, and I'm not going to be able to do it. And this is still a problem here. I need to get these off the crystal area. It's weird doing this live when I can't get ground into there when I normally just do this behind the scenes. Very weird, let me tell you. What the? Routing takes so long. How am I going to get ground into there? It ain't going to happen. Love it, learning more every day. Yeah, well, maybe don't learn from me. I'm not sure I'm the right person to learn from. Yeah, like ground to here. Like, how's that going to happen? That's not going to work. Again, I don't have a return path. Oh, man. So this is the issue I thought I was going to have before. Is that I'm not going to have enough room to stick the vires I need for oops. Like, these are really important ones. These are the 3.3 volts going into VDD of the chip. They need to be, yeah, I'm worried about sticking. So I need the stitching here. So what's good is I can just place a whole bunch of just not so nice looking things, right? And then I can grab them all and align horizontal, and then align, distribute vertically, and it makes them all even. Now this is ground. These are going to be ground anyway, so I don't think I'm going to have an issue necessarily with having vires there. Oops. I don't know why that grayed that area out like that. Again, horizontal, then distribute vertically. We should look at some of the errors and see what they are, but I need to, so obviously USB, where's the USB coming from? Right, I need to get, right, I'm going to have USB, but I don't even have a place for a via for that. Oh, where's that going to come from? All these are cracking it because I'm streaming because it's unexpected. So I can't get to ground in here. I can't get USB out of here. Well, that's not true. I can do something like really ugly, like V. If you V and right click, then I can select which layer to go on. Select, no, where is it? Select, like, where's my, switch, select layer and place micro, okay. No, that's weird. Okay, V. Let's change that that way. Okay. Does a ground plane near an antenna cause the antenna to transmit more in one direction? Not in one direction. It's just you don't know what's going through the ground plane. You need to keep the antenna away from the ground plane. You need clearance. I mean, you got all these signals coming through, and they've all got a return path through the ground plane, which is going to interfere with just the antenna in general. Yeah, if that makes sense. Like, it's not a specific direction thing. So I can't even get into here, into this ground plane. Oh no. That's not good. I keep saying things are not good, right? And it's who knows? Like, that's based on my experience is the wrong word. Really? Why can't I select this trace? Yeah, I wouldn't say it's experience. It's based on my. Oh my god. Thank you. Acquired knowledge of what oh my god, I can't even think of the words. Someone want to help me with this? Yeah, that's one big whopping ground plane that we don't need. Like, I've got no actual evidence that I've measured. Ground plane is important for the antenna. It acts as a reference for the wiggly bits. Right, but it's got to be clear of the ground plane though. Okay. Put linear and an air wire over the ESP antenna, which I thought was making an induction oven. His ESP got very... Right, he probably was getting a massive amount of reflection back to the ESP32, which is going to damage it. Gonna make some clearance for another wire. Oops. This is all very reassuring. What's reassuring? Oh. How am I going to get another wire in there? I don't think I'm going to squeeze one. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's a bit nasty. Still at it. Yeah, it's a... wasn't it? I mean, it's almost routed. Okay, let's have a look. Let's see what errors there are. It was 46 before. Oh, now to 78 and 9. That's interesting. Checkers unconnected ends. Oh, what are these? Board edge clearance violation. Okay, right. Well, that's just because of the wires. That's fine. Because of the... Right, there's stacks of those. Wait, clearance. I need the board edge ones. Where's the board edge ones? Ignore all board edge clearance violations. Yes. Okay, we're down to 10 and 9. That's good. Checkers unconnected end. Oh, right. So this is just... You get all these random bits of track. You probably couldn't see that. When I click and hover, it says it's got 2 bits of track here. It's got a little tiny bit of track in there. You delete it. That's all it is. That's just a warning. And it says item deleted, which was the same here. See that? It's got that little bit of, leaves it over sometimes. Same here. There'll be just a bit of trace in here. There you go. Just that there. You can't see them. There's also, though, I should have done this. You can. There's a clean up tracks and wires that was off the screen. Refill. Yep. You can delete tracks connecting to different nets. Delete redundant wires. No. Delete wires connected on only one layer. No, just in case. Merge collinear tracks. Delete tracks unconnected at one end. Delete tracks fully inside. Okay, I don't know if I just broke it by doing that. The guy who makes a living from self-designed PCBs does all the same things I do. Right, okay. Well, there you go. But I make a living from it. That doesn't mean I know what I'm doing. Okay, we're down to 9 and 3. Woohoo! Wire is not connected or connected to only one layer. Which one? Interesting. Okay, we'll get to that one. Clearance violation. Okay, another clearance violation. And I never claimed to know what I'm doing, just so we're clear on that. Violation. Right, that'd just be that. Let's just get rid of that and redo that. Probably needs to be, I need to clean all that up. Another clearance violation. Of course. Hello? What mode am I in? D. Okay. Courtyards overlap. Yeah, I'm going to have a few of those. Okay, let's just rerun. Down to 5 and 4. There's going to be some silkscreen clipping. Yep, who cares? That shouldn't even be on there. I'll get rid of the silkscreen. What? Bar is not connected. How can that not be? Oh, right. Is it because of that? Oh, that's because that's supposed to be ground. Right. I know what that is now. They should... That was supposed to be ground. Okay. Run again. 5 and 3. Did that go up? Wasn't I 4 and 3 before? It's unconnected items. Right, because I remember I can't get the ground in there, and I haven't done that one. They're fine. VBus trackers unconnected end. There's lots of crap in here. Let's just get rid of them all. Okay, so you go to there, you go to there, and you go to there. 5 and 2. These courtyard ones are going to be a real... I don't know what I can do about it. The answer is going to be nothing, because I need this stuff this close. So we're down to 5 and 2, and there's some pretty serious issues, unfortunately. Let's edit this footprint. Let's get rid of the silk screen. Let's get rid of those errors. Actually, while I'm at it, yeah, sorry, but Mr. Courtyard, you're gone. Don't care. I don't have room for you. And same with you. Edit footprint. Why is it not letting me? Okay. This is naughty, but I don't care. I know what I'm doing. As in, I know what the consequences are for me doing this. If I had to actually worry about the courtyards, I would be not shipping this product. D, move over. You I can squeeze. Okay. Two and 0. And my 2 are these things that I haven't done. Okay, so I do have ground here, so I can rotate that, move it to maybe there, and now I can rotate this and oops. Oh, you. Oh. Nah. So don't remove the courtyard, just disable the warnings. Nah. Manufacturable, reworkable, who cares? Right, they've got to be manufacturable, reworkable, but these courtyards aren't determining that. right? Having a massive courtyard around the crystal has nothing to do with reworkable or manufacturable. It's to do with what should be the right clearance away from the crystal. I know how much space is there. I know what I can manufacture and rework. Like an 0402 cap does not need that much clearance around it. Like, for what reason does it need that much clearance around it? Open up any modern device and you'll see that the caps and resistors are way closer together. Okay. So we should down to 1 now. And that's this ground. And how the frick am I gonna fix that? Yeah. The only thing I can think of is to actually move this crystal more to the left. Yeah, just laughing about how you were worried about things being too close together at the beginning of the stream. Now it's even less clearance. Not things like that though. I was talking about things around the edge, clearance around the edge, and whether I could fit it all in, right? I mean, this what I've got here is just my normal spacing that I'd use on any board. Here, that's fine, right? And look at the things. But this is a crystal I haven't used before. Like I took off the keep out area off my other crystal pretty much straight away. Move the reset cap to the left and 3.3 via to the crystal to the left. So I move the reset cap. That's a resistor, not a cap. And move this to the right. The via. I want the via. This is the LDO output. I want this via right on the LDO spot. Like that's where my 3.3 volts are feeding from. That's still not going to give me reset. That's not going to give me ground access. How's that going to help me? That part right. For which part rotate what? 180? If I rotate this, I can't get access to the reset. And that trace is just going to block ground coming in anyway. If I put the cap on this side, I can't get to the 3.3 volts over. You could move via 37. What? 37 to 35. How's that still going to give me ground? I'm not going to... Like, I can't... It still has to be clear of the crystal. Like, I don't have that much room in here. Right? And even if I brought them down, how am I still getting ground? I might be able to get ground in here now, but I don't know. I don't think so. No, that's not going to... rotate them so they're horizontal. Okay, that's, yeah, that could work. That could work. So if I did if I did that and whoops, and that would give me the ground. That'll work. Okay. Who said that? Wagon loads, well done. Okay. Is that what you were meaning before, Keen? You just said you're off to sleep, you think. That didn't work, did it? Okay. Still like to get another ground wire in there. Okay, let's DRC it. 0, 0. Okay, so still have to get so much ground in. But after 3 hours, maybe I'll take a break. Oh, maybe not. Keep out. Let's make some keep outs. Oops. Okay. So I need to get rid of all these bits of ugly ground. We need to make sure that there are no, if we can avoid it, no little antennas. Is it I? Yep, I. Okay, so I can. Okay, cool. Run DRC. I did before. It was 0. 0, 0. 0, 0. 0, 0. Need to cool down too. Sitting on the edge of my seat like the control. Sorry, wagon loads. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Think it makes it bedtime? Cool. That sounds pretty reasonable to me. Very reasonable. I can't do bedtime. It's definitely not my bedtime. I don't like all this stuff through here. And like this whole ground through here is unnecessary, but it's copper, and we want copper. We need copper to help with heat if we can. Oops. Hey Michael, still here, but we're at 0, 0 DRC. I'm just cleaning up some ground at the moment. Cleaning up some unwanted chunks of ground pour. Okay. Should I just rip off this? No, I don't think I should actually. I think I want to break free. I want to get some more ground in. Surround the crystal with ground, but not that. That's not good. But through here, that'd be good. How do I get that one over? What is that? The transistor. Ugh. I reckon I can get these caps a fraction closer. Not enough. I can always go 0201 caps, although look at that, so close, but I could probably do this. There we go. Now we get ground, return path through there as well, which gives me ground around there. It's a pity I can't get ground through here. My USB-C 16-pin connector all by itself fails. Really? We are there, Alex. We are. I'm just doing a bit of tidy up, but yeah. It's, how do I get another one in there? I'm not going to be able to squeeze one in there. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Yeah, okay. So, obviously, I don't have all the parts on it, but there's a Nano. Oh, I almost got all the parts on it. I'm just missing the crystal. So there's a Nano S3 with potentially place for an RF shield. That's pretty exciting. See, I've got, okay, this cap here, no, start again. This cap here, this one here, this one, so it's 3, 4, 5, no, 4, 5. Those 5 caps are 1 microfarad 0402. And I could go down to 0201, I'd have to buy 2.2 microfarad caps. No, there's no more I/O for the RGB LED. I can't get it out. Can't route it through. No place for an RGB LED now. Sorry, Alex. Yeah. I could make a bit more space by doing that. I can't put it back. I used that I/O. I used the I/O already. It's gone. It's up here. 1817 is up there. And there's just no way. I can't get any other I/O out from here across. It's just not going to happen. There's no place for wires. Like, well, there's not. Not easily. Though, though, if they were JTAG, I'm not saying they're going to be. I'm not saying they're going to be, but if they were JTAG, then I could use some of those over. The problem is, if I put those JTAG, that's 4 ADC pins that are gone. Like, these are ADC pins. That would make it not compatible with my Tiny Pico Nano. Yeah, it is pretty big. I mean, yep. Well, it does come smaller. I can't afford those products on the board. I could use the JTAG, 2 of the JTAG pins if I could get them out for the LED, but I don't know. I can't route it around. Like, I can't route on the top here, and I can't route on the bottom. So I'm not going to be able to get it out. I'd have to use 2 of these pins. And I could put 2 JTAG pins here, but as I said, these are 4 ADC1 pins. I don't want to lose those ADC1. The ADC1 pins are way more important, I personally think, because these chips have got serial JTAG. So serial USB JTAG, USB serial JTAG. So you can do JTAG over USB. You don't have to use the JTAG pins. So that's kind of important. By not having these pins, it doesn't mean you don't have JTAG. This is just for the old school way of doing JTAG, not the USB serial JTAG. Okay. ADC, RGB, it would be a nice bonus. The ADC is way more important, especially ADC1. Right, but you can stick your own on. All these LED, all the IOs here, you can put your own. This is designed to go on a PCB, right? A carrier PCB. You can put an RGB LED on a carrier PCB, no problem. Now to try, what? Now try to round the bend on the reset line. Try to round the bend. Oh yeah. When did that happen? Yeah, don't do square. Look at that, look at that. Yeah, anyway. Really don't like that. Well, you know, the LDO's built in and the battery charging's built in, you know, and the, like, you know, I can't have everything built in. Like, I'm using all the IO around here, all the IO around here. The only IO I've got free is CS0 I can't use because that's used for the flash internally. I could use SPI clock. P and N, they're just straight IO. God, I can't think of the name. Quixotic Geek, thank you for staying up. That's crazy. Yeah, I can't get it out. I can't get IO out to here. And I could put. You're not gonna let me go down here. Just. Oh. Bear with me 1 second. This is going to be a bit stupid, but I probably can't even get that to there. Can I get? Okay. I'm curious to, I don't know, this is going to be a bad idea. Okay, that gives me clearance in there, but I can't get through here. I could get maybe one IO through there, but I don't think I can get more. Let's see if I brought that. See, this is what I start doing. As I said, I route it first, and then I start playing around with rerouting it and seeing what else I can do. Right? Whoops. No. So what I'm trying to do, here is see if I can make space to bring two two IO what's happening here? It's funky bits. Wow, look at all the pieces. Okay. Still 13 people watching. Hang on. S3 has WS2812. One, two, media pixel driver to control it. Sorry, doing a support. Okay. So if I could now maybe I can't route through here. That was a wasted effort because I can't put top layer here. And I don't think I can squeeze. I can't squeeze two traces through here on the power. I don't think. I don't think so. But if I was to like take this, I am winning. Trying to think how would I get this out? I'd need to go to here, and then I'd need a via here. I need that, right? Then I'd need here, and I'd need another one, another via in there. Wow, and then I can't get that around, so maybe I can get that around. Okay, and then can I, this will be the interesting bit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to forget that one there. Can I get this one through as well? Oh, look at that, folks. Look at that. I've still got on here, and this can go there. You smell an RGB LED. You do. Okay, so if I DRC this, I should just get 2 errors. And it's going to be these 2 here. So I can put that LED back on that I got rid of. Oh! How annoying is that? Let's go find an LED. Caked. Ba-bum. Oh, yep. Which one? That one. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just grabbing out, opening up my tiny S3 project. And I'm just going to copy, paste it, and I'm going to, just realized we don't have the symbol for it either. Copy and paste. Okay, it's not 17 and 18, it's what am I going to use? What am I using? MTDI, MTMS, doesn't matter which one's which. MTDI, MTMS, and annotate, and it's going to crack the shits because of those other parts. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. That's fine. Get rid of that one. Turn those off. Don't know why they're so big. Anyway, it doesn't matter. And oh, what happened there? D in. Did I not label that right? Oh, it's not on it. That's really annoying. Okay, rotate. Look at that. Where we're going to set it, about there. Sounds good to me. Via. Okay, look at that. We've got an RGB LED on here. 3 errors. Oh, right. Remember? Oh, that's annoying. Okay. I'll fix that. And I'll fix that. Remember, I renamed the things here. I should have renamed them in there. Oh, I'll do that later. I'll do it later. Okay, we've got an RGB LED in. Folks, I'm calling it. Wow, this went for way longer than I thought it was going to go for. I thought I would have already failed miserably on this. Almost 4 hours, and we got it routed. That is insane. Thanks everyone for sticking around. For those of you that did, looks like I'm going to be making a prototype of a Nano S3. Woohoo! 8 megabytes of flash, 8 megabytes of PS RAM. That is crazy. That is not what I expected to happen. And although I'll need to make a custom can for it, it's right. I just found a bug. That's not a good bug. That's no good. That can't be there. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, we'll work that out. Oh, right, you couldn't see that. Sorry. I realized that this ground pad was right in the middle of my traces. So yeah, anyway, I'll fix that later. Oh, hey John. How long you been lurking for? Did you say hi earlier? Did I miss you? I apologize if I did. How you doing, mate? Hope you're well. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna call it. That was a really long stream, and I've not had lunch, and didn't have much breakfast. I think I need a coffee, and maybe I'm gonna go to sleep on my couch. We'll see. But I'll fix up a few things, and I'm not gonna order PCBs yet because I need to work out what I'm doing with the pads for a shield and for the can, and work out if and how how much air gap I want and whatever, blah 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 blah. But yeah, yep, okay. Bye everyone. Take care. Thanks.